Hey, it's Tony Byrne back with another episode of Realtor Recon. This week I want to talk about appraisal and home values and those kind of things. The rumor out there is that if I, as a seller or a real estate agent, if we accept a VA offer that is, or an offer that's VA, that the appraisal is going to come in low. Not true. As you kind of look at things here, earlier this year I did some numbers because I just kept hearing these rumors about, well, I actually had someone say, I'm not going to take it because if it's VA, it's going to come in low. So I did some research on the transactions that have been done at Heritage Home Loans. So what we had 133 transactions at the time. It was earlier this year, and 2.3% of the VA appraisals came in low. 1.2% of conventional appraisals came in low, and 1.05% of FHA appraisals came in low. Now, again, that's more VA appraisals are coming in low, but the margin is 2.3, or 2 out of 100 appraisals are coming in low, where 1 out of 100 FHA and conventional appraisals are coming in low. Not a huge difference if you look at it. Whereas if you feel like in the market, it feels like the number would be in the 70s. So let's get that cleared up first of all, that not all VA appraisals come in low. The big thing I think with VA that we need to make clear is that, and why it's a better loan, in my opinion, is there is two options once an appraisal comes in low to get that value back for the seller. So the purchase price, the goal of making a certain amount of money, can come back. The first one is the appraiser visits the house, doesn't believe that the comps he has will bring in the value that is listed, that the contract says. He initiates what's called Tidewater, where the real estate agents have 48 hours to provide comps to the appraiser for review. The one thing I think that people do in that situation is they just provide comps, and they're not superior to what the appraiser gives to or puts on the property. So they're older comps, those kind of things, and they're out of the range that's allowed by the VA. And so when Tidewater is provided to you or called on a transaction of yours, make sure the comps are recent and close and superior to what the appraiser gives out. If that doesn't work, then there's the reconsideration of value that we send the appraisal off to the VA, where a staff appraisal reviewer will look at it. This has to be initiated by the veteran. And isn't done on very many transactions, but I actually just in the last couple weeks here had a transaction where we got all the value back with a reconsideration of value. I think that's a successful way to do it. Most people don't do it when a VA appraisal comes in low, but it's a great option. So one thing I want to make clear is that not all VA appraisals come in low. Just because it's a VA, it's not going to come in low. In fact, the differences aren't that great. And then the huge advantage is when they do come in low, you now have two options to try and get your money back, which you don't have those options with FHA or conventional loans. Again, this is Tony Byrne with Heritage Home Loans, a military mortgage boot camp certified LO. If you have questions on VA loans, you need to get approved for a VA loan, you're considering accepting a VA offer and have questions on those kind of things, please reach out to me. I'd love to help. We'll see you next week on the video. Have a great week.